One of the first things I've noticed about living here is the street noise. This place is incredibly loud, and every other place I've lived, it usually mellows out after about 8:30 p.m. But here, the sound just persists. And I don't know, maybe I get some earplugs or something, but if I'm being honest with myself, I don't hate it. I'm here till the end of December for my internship and classes, so while my schedule is early mornings and late nights, I still want to make time to do the things that I enjoy, which for now is picking up my camera and going outside sometimes. It is finally starting to get a bit cold out here. For a born and bred Houston Southern dude, I don't know if I am fully equipped with just how cold it might get here. So that is something fun for me to figure out. Well, now that I've been down here for a few weeks, I'm finally settling in, you know? Subways aren't as scary. I'm not giving myself a pat on the back every time I'm going the right way now. Delis, I've discovered, are God's gift to man. Now we know what that is. And the drip here is insane. It makes me want to just revamp my whole closet. I have to start over. Which, on that note, I have to go on a whole tangent about wired AirPods. Back in middle school, I used to have a pair of wired ones. The AirPods weren't out yet. And then when the AirPods came out, that was the new cool thing. And when I got my money up, I went and I bought myself a good pair of AirPods. That's just what you did. And then there's the AirPod 2s and then the next generations. And you know, you lose them all the time, but you keep buying them because at that point, you might as well just stick with what you know. But now, I walk around here and everybody's back to the wired ones. And what pisses me off is that they actually look good. And the thought that 7th grade-year-old me had more drip than the drip I have right now just does not sit right with me. Now I do have to get going here. I gotta get lunch with my friend from NYU. I haven't eaten all day. I'm hangry. I'm starving. I'm about to eat the Epstein files. And we're supposed to meet in about 20 minutes, I think. But I just checked the N train. It's gonna take me about 30 minutes to get here. So in simple terms, I'll be running late. You know, one fact about life is, you know, you have your good days, the days you wake up early, go to the gym, start off with a breakfast, all that. But you have your bad days on the other hand. And today is one of those days. You know, I've woken up late. It was pouring for the majority of today, and it might be a Friday, but I just don't feel like leaving this place and talking to anybody. And you know, it's really kind of set in that I just don't know that many people down here. You know, I don't have any of my close friends that I have back at home. And usually on a Friday night, I have people that I can hang out with or at least go do an activity with. But here, you know, I don't have any of that. So what am I going to do? You know, I'm no stranger to spending time by myself. I think that's a beautiful thing that one could do, is to invest in themselves a little bit. But at the same time, I have to realize that today I've just been in a bit of a rut. There is an event happening in about maybe an hour, and I can go to that, but I just don't feel like talking to people and all of this. I just don't feel like doing that. But being in a new city, I think it would be good for me to go. That's how life goes. Living in a new city is lonely business, especially when it's temporary. But from my 20 years of life experience, I've always found that the best solution never comes from sitting around scrolling or even making a detailed plan about what you want to do. It's just simply getting up and putting yourself out there.